I wish I had told me sooner. Life Lessons for Young Men. My new book is out. Something that, man, if I had this at 18, if I had this advice at 18, wouldn't have had to go through so much pain, wouldn't have had to wander so much on my own, wouldn't have had so much struggle as a young man. Welcome in, fam. Much love, Trav here. Really excited to share this book with you out here in the morning, doing my morning sheep duties. Gonna go jump in the big waves. Really fun, really happy with where I am in life right now. On this beautiful Sunday morning, out on the farm. You see the fields behind me. I wish I had got here 10 years earlier. I wish I had known. So, I mean, yeah, in this book, it's going to be really useful for you, especially if you're a young man. Tell my story really quickly. I just didn't know what I was doing when I was 18. I didn't have the right mentors. I didn't know what to do. I didn't think to ask for directions. So I spent a lot of time wandering on my own, solitary, had some painful and slow years. Luckily, later on, I was able to find the mentors, the in-person mentors, and the online mentors, and the books that I needed to really figure out my life a lot better. And through those painful lessons and slow trial and error, I'm here now. You know, I traveled and lived in a lot of places and tried different lifestyles, and I found that there's kind of a sequence to success, of happiness, of life. It's basic stuff that you don't have to figure out on your own. I didn't figure out on my own either, and that's covered in here. A sequence of success being the building block of all things is your health, really, your body. If you're sick, you're going to have a hard time working, you're going to have a hard time being happy because of physiological problems, you're going to have a hard time taking care of other people and loving relationships. So it covers everything, the most important things that I've learned in health, from how to think about your body and how to think about what to do with your body, and exercise, and how to think about what to eat, and sleep, and stress management, and how to recover from injuries, how to prevent injuries, stuff like that, that, you know, I didn't learn. I wish someone had told me way sooner all that stuff. Fortunately, as an athlete, I always prioritized it. I did learn through a lot of trial and error, but I got that done. And then the second thing is your wealth, or your work is not just having money, but having work that you care about, something that matters. For me, it took a while to really find something, sustainable agriculture, that for me is like, I can save the world, I'm so excited, you know. And the stuff I did with Pro Magic, that was a vehicle for me to share. But, you know, I would have come into farming at 18 if someone had told me sooner, right? So it's you know, it's also about money. You don't need a ton, but you need enough to take care of yourself. Good food can be expensive, right? To good living situation, being able to pick your living situation, you need a certain amount of money. You need, you know, to be generous and take care of people in loving relationships. It helps to have money. The number one cause of divorce is money, right? Lack of money, and so on. So covers a lot of work and how to think about work and entrepreneurship, things that I've learned, some online business, or how to manage people, automation, stuff like that. It's incomplete, by the way. Like, you know, I wrote this, and there's things that I'd like to add, and perhaps I'll write a second edition or a second version later on. Even now I'm thinking about things, but that's one of the mindsets, is it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect. It needs to get done. Like, I'm just thinking about how to manage people, and I didn't include that in here, but it's not perfect. There'll be a second edition. And then, you know, once your kind of body and your mind and your work is taken care of, you think now's the time to go into loving relationships. And it can be, but I think it's important that you have frameworks for happiness for yourself first, because if you're unhappy going into relationships, you know, it's easier to pour from a full cup of love where you're loving yourself and you're taken care of, and you can then take care of other people. So it goes into techniques of happiness, how to think about things, and how to, you know, I'll show you here, how to, you know, take responsibility for your situation. And the goals of life, like, we don't realize happiness is aiming for good today. It's good moments, like seeing this little tree climber right here. You know, it's easy to waste your life with the wrong targets, and I don't want you to do that. And then the final section component is love, and I think it's good to put it at the end, because again, it's dependent on these other things. It tends to be multiplicative. Two halves multiplied together, you get 1/4. It's subtractive. relationships can make you unhappier. It's not necessarily the answer. You gotta wait for the right place, right person, right time. However, it's not just romantic love. Talk about romantic love and love making in here, but also on how to, you know, just be a loving person, express your love, right? Me making these videos is a component of my love. Spread your love out. You're not totally dependent on anyone. Love many, love yourself, share your love. But it does cover romance, which, again, that's stuff that I wish I had learned at 18. I was a selfish young kid and didn't know what I was doing, and my life would be a lot better if someone had come through with this advice when I was 18. So I've got it for you, though. You don't have to be 18 to make the most of it. You don't have to be a dude either. It's definitely going to be best for young men, but if you're just looking for some life advice, then it will be good for you. Or you're looking for a shortcut and fast forwards and so on, then it'll be good for you. So I've been writing this basically all year, a little bit every day. I think I wrote every single day just about this year on this project, January, February, March, April, and a little bit of last year, and that's all it takes. You know, I'm really busy out in the farm working on other projects, but you can get something like this done 10 minutes a day and then a few binge sessions at the end to get it through. So I'm really excited. The link's going to be up on Amazon down below, and it should be like $10 or $12 or something like that. Try to keep it cheap for y'all. And just really thankful and happy to get this project out there. If you get the book and you like it, write me, let me know, send me a picture, DM me on Instagram, Snapchat, hit me up on Twitter, tag me in a post. If you read through it and you like it, go back to the page. You got it on Amazon, leave a review. That actually matters quite a bit. And I'm just excited for what I can do to help. Excited for next projects. And yeah, if you like this and you want to read my full story, there's a book on that too, Magic Life, My Story of Becoming a Pro Player. And then I've got some other important projects, and this is a ways off, but the next book that I'm working on writing about, or the next couple books, are in agriculture. One being Back to the Land, how to kind of join the food movement. That means quitting your soul-crushing job, why millennials are doing this, and how you can do it. Tell my story and some of the stories of other farmers who are doing this. And then this is a ways off, but I want to write another adventure story on agriculture that requires me to farm life, agriculture, adventure story that requires me to go travel and do other things. So I'm excited to write more stuff for you. But this one is out right now, and there's a link to that down below. So let me know what you think. Appreciate you. Much love, and talk soon. Peace.